To make double, what must you first do? Simple as that. You know?
Start grafting from original. You know? Come one to 59,999. That's what a lot of brothers be doing that and don't even realize it, man. They be following little head scientists. You know, not big head scientists, but little head scientists. And you know what your little head is, you know, for real. And that's a lot. They be on their dicks and Sister Gone, yeah. But you know, a lot of them be that. They don't be trying to learn for their own self. They don't try to find out what causes all this. They always rely on somebody else. That's religion, because what does religion mean? Rely on the jinn. What's the jinn but the devil? You know, so when you relying on somebody else's knowledge, that's some kind of religion. So-and-so told me this, so-and-so told me that. And that's also, you know, when you know they ain't going to come back to say whether you lied or not when they gone. You know, but you can say, yeah, if they talk about what a dead man said, you know, and have no other witnesses, you can say anything. You know, that's religion. You know, that's how they came up with Christianity. You know, they relied on the jinn. They relied on the story. My firstborn, he's 56. He just dropped me off here. And he asked me something about, because like I said, he was in the mosque with his mother. And he got traumatized, right? So when he came out the mosque, and he was a little kid. He was only like 6 years old, you know, but it traumatized him. And he asked me a question just now when I was coming up here. And I start telling him, you know, the truth is I know it. And I may not know everything right and exact, but I'm open to being corrected. I ain't gonna never. I see that's another thing. I mean, I learned so much from Allah. But one of the things was keep open mind, son. Don't close your mind, because you can learn from anybody. You can learn from a dummy, you know, what not to do, you know. So I'm talking to my son, and his wife jumped in the conversation because she's quote unquote a Christian. You know, and I just tell him, you know, religion is what divides the whole world. More wars was fought over religion than anything else. This is not a religion. And even some of us, and I use us, quote unquote, try to make it a religion. You know? Especially when it comes to talking about some history and stuff like that. Instead of making history and writing history to equal your own home circumference, they want to go back and, you know, and almost live that. You know, they're always worried about what happened back there. Because, like Allah told me, I didn't give you this for you to prove how smart you are. You know, I gave it to you to teach someone else. You know, so this is not about knowing every detail, knowing what Saeem had for breakfast on a certain date, or what so-and-so said in Marijuana, or what, you know, which a lot of brothers get into that, you know, and then they will argue with you over it. You know, what happened then, you know, that's where them questions like what year was that come in, or then what happened comes in, you know, because then what happened, we got to keep on moving. We got to, you know, and like what Allah says in the Otisville tape, you got to change with the world, you know, but not for the worse, for the better, because you got to keep changing so you can keep teaching, you know, because a lot of people don't know about. Like I was talking to a lady on the train today. She had some drums. I was telling her how my father played with Duke Ellington. She didn't know nothing about Duke Ellington. She was too young for that, right? So you got to keep up with the times in order to teach people. You can't keep going back to what we did when we was youth, and so on and so forth, you know, because we made a lot of mistakes, you know, made a lot of mistakes and we learned from them. You know, like we used to say, that's, you know, an error can be corrected. And a mistake you're subjected to, you know, because if you keep on doing it, you keep on doing it, you know. But if you make an error, you say, oh, I can't do it, I'm not going to do it that same way. I'm going to correct that, you know.
If Mecca did this.